welcome back. Well, today, as I mentioned, we have Jeff Parker, who's here with another update. Well, happy Wednesday.
Yeah, good morning to you, Lisa.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good. So you have some new numbers.
Yeah, some new numbers. Every day, we get new numbers. These are yesterday's numbers, so later in the afternoon, they'll be releasing it. Just wanted to mention a couple things that stood out to me is that the actual cases reported yesterday was only 93. So that's a good declining number. So let's hope that that's the trend that we're seeing.
Right.
The interesting thing for me on that is that the positive going downward trend comparative to other counties. This morning on the news, it was reported that LA County, San Bernardino County, and 8 other counties in the state have seen quite a bit of a rise in cases since Memorial Day. And the state's concerned about that to the degree that are they opening up too soon? And obviously we have a real desire to get as many things opened up as we can. So the fact that our cases are leveling out or going down is a very, very good sign.
Right.
So that's a positive. On the negative, unfortunately, as you can see up there with the stats, is we had 8 reported deaths yesterday. That's a increase. We had none the day before.
Right.
It's been pretty low, but we've had now 3 or 4 days of where we've had 7, and now 8 reported deaths. That correlation to that is that last stat there where you see 304 cases in a hospitalization and 146 ICUs. Again, these are the most at-risk people and oftentimes, based on the stats that we know, they have a precondition that is impacting them when they get the virus. It's attacking that precondition and making it even worse. So it is concerning that we've seen those are the highest numbers ever that we've had in Orange County, that 304 and that 146. So keep our fingers crossed that they can take care of those, that death rate doesn't continue to stay high and goes back to the 0 that we've had in the past. But again, it's the message that I want to say to the village, which is still at 10 for the whole community, the whole city, we're still at 10, is that be safe, wear the mask. It is a requirement out there. I know it's a controversial requirement, but if you can't social distance, wear a mask out in the public. If you have social distancing, then you don't have to wear the mask. But the critical thing of that mask is keeping other people safe. And not the spread of the virus.
Right. And, if you are sick, stay home. If you have a cough or a cold or something like that, you just never know. So just stay home, which is a good thing, because then if you are sick and then you aren't wearing your mask, somebody else will get sick, or you could contract something, as you mentioned. So.
And it could impact other people in the village, or it could impact family members who could potentially spread it as well.
Right. And diligently wash your hands, because that is really key, because we touch a lot of surfaces all the time. And even though they are cleaning extensively here in Laguna Woods, in the village.
And don't touch your face, too.
And try not to touch your face as much as possible, which I know is hard to do. I think we're doing a better job of not touching our faces.
And I think the village has done a great job. Obviously, we wouldn't have the low numbers that we did if the reality is our community is following the rules and practicing the best health practices they can out there, and that's reflective on the numbers.
And as hard as it is to do it, we've done a good job, so congratulations.
Exactly, no doubt.
All right, well, what else do you have? You have other little tidbits?
Things. On that same note, on Friday, you and I are going to host a panel of professional medical people, and we're going to talk about the reopening plan for the village and how that relates to staying healthy. And so we're going to have that medical panel here to talk to us about that and how people can prepare for reopening and staying safe, and what they should be cautious about getting out there and being involved with that. And that'll include talking about wearing masks and that type of things.
Yeah, when you have medical professionals who are really going to be from a variety of different places, not just hospitals, and they're not just going to be doctors. It's going to be, the Orange County Health Department and, a couple of other people that really, we're not trying to tell you what to do. They're just giving advice on some of the things that we can do to help keep ourselves healthy, safe, keeping other people safe, and how to understand why the different phases are the way that they are. And it does, like you mentioned before, it parallels to what the governor is doing.
Exactly. Following the rules that are promulgated down from the state to the Orange County Health to us, And we watch those done on a daily basis. And so one good news is on Friday, one of the things that I wanted to mention on Friday, we have some updated regulations with regards to some of our outdoor activities.
Okay.
One of the things that has been talked about a lot is when could we go towards doubles play for tennis. So we have received the input from the state and Orange County that we can start moving in that direction.
Oh, great.
So on Friday, I'm going to basically outlay how that's going to work.
Okay.
And we'll start that the following week.
Okay.
And then that'll start with tennis first, followed up by pickleball eventually. And then the one that I think everybody's kind of chopping at the bit to hear about is when are they going to say it's okay to open up community pools again?
Right, well.
A lot of discussion yesterday at Orange County Supervisor's Office. They have a request into the state,
Okay.
and they're waiting for the state to give us input back. Once that occurs, then we can start moving forward towards that operation too.
Yeah, and with this weather the way it is, then you certainly are wanting to go swimming, that's for sure. So I get it, I get it. All right, so in regards to Friday's advisory medical panel, we wanted to let you know that you can email your questions right now to info@lagunawoodsvillage.com. So get all of your questions in before Friday so we can gather them up and share them with our medical board, and they can take a look at them and be able to answer your questions. So make sure you do that. All right, well, thank you very much. It was nice to see you. We'll see you again on Friday.
See you on Friday.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
And we'll be right back after this.